What's up, guys? Time for another Morphogen Nutrition product review, product breakdown, I should say. We're going to talk about Orthogen today. So this is the joint product. As always, I like to go over some of the features of the product and what you could expect from it, why you may take it. So we'll go over the list here. The list is always on the side of the package on each product. So enhancing formation of connective tissue, improving symptoms of osteoarthritis, improving joint discomfort, restoring joint fluid and lubricating cell membranes, cushioning bones and joints, increasing flexibility and mobility, strengthening the immune response and reducing cartilage degradation, reducing pain causing inflammation and swelling, and then also promotes healthy, strong, and youthful skin, hair, and nails, which that's kind of a secondary benefit of some of these ingredients. Obviously not the main aim of the product, but it does give you some additional benefits there. So all right, so the ingredient list on this one is kind of extensive, so we'll get going over it here. You can see on the side, pretty thorough product. I did actually get asked, why is this in a powder form? A lot of the joint supplement products are in pill form. Well, it would just take a lot of pills. Instead of taking 10 pills, you can take a scoop. So it makes it a little more practical. All right, so we'll dive into the ingredients here. First ingredient on the list is Collagen, and keep in mind some of these are trademark names. So like the Collagen, for example, that is a trademark name, so that's why it might not sound familiar. But Collagen is a fatty acid blend. It's an esterified fatty acid blend that helps lubricate the joints and reduce inflammation. So as a joint, some of you know certain EFAs will help lubricate joints, provide some joint health benefits. So that's what you're getting from the Collagen. There's 1,500 milligrams here. So next three I'm going to kind of cover in conjunction. You see these in most joint products together. Is glucosamine, chondroitin, and MSM. One of the things you want to look for in these is just the form. Like glucosamine, for example, you want to look for the sulfate form. You'll see some inferior forms out there. The sulfate's going to be better, more absorbable, but bioavailable. So these are typically included in products to reduce symptoms of osteoarthritis and pain. So they are all three used here in clinical doses: 1,500 milligrams of the glucosamine, 1,200 chondroitin, and 1,000 MSM. So next ingredient on the list is Cissus quadrangularis. I think that's how you say it. This is a 20% extract, so it's a pretty high extract. One of the problems you might see in some of the products is the extract is low. The ketosterones, there might be like a 5% or 10% or something. You need to either take a lot of it, or if it's listed, whatever the serving on the bottle is listed may not be giving you adequate amounts. So you are getting an adequate dosing here, 1,000 milligrams of the 20% extract. It's going to help with reduced joint pain, and there's some other secondary benefits, mood benefits. I mean, I know when this came out, like when this ingredient became popular, it was touted as manipulating hormones and a fat loss product and all that, and some of the things remain true, some of them not so much, but it definitely does help reduce joint pain. And you might get some secondary mood benefits like increased serotonin to go along with that. So can't hurt, right? All right, so next one is boswellia. This is an anti-inflammatory ingredient. Now, some of these anti-inflammatories are working through different mechanisms. Like the boswellia, for example, is a 5-LOX inhibitor. There are a couple different 5-LOX inhibitors. There's going to be a couple different mechanisms within this product depending on which ingredient we're talking about. But that's the primary mechanism in which the boswellia is reducing inflammation. It's pretty effective at helping with joint pain. So next one is tart cherry extract. There's 500 milligrams here, and there's some specific antioxidants that are going to have benefit towards joint pain, reducing inflammation when you consume the tart cherry extract. So next ingredient is curcumin. Now, a lot of people know what curcumin is. I mean, it's in all kinds of products for its anti-inflammatory effects. It's going to reduce systemic inflammation. I mean, it's not going to necessarily be joint specific. Not all these products or ingredients are necessarily going to be joint specific, but it'll attack inflammation systemically. In this product, using the 95% curcuminoid extract. Now, that's what's used in a lot of the Morphogen products. It's a high yield. You'll also want some kind of absorption catalyst, or depending on what kind of form of curcumin you need, to ensure that the bioavailability is there. That's a big problem with a lot of the curcumin products. So the better products will have something like bioperine in it, or use a different extract that is more bioavailable. And there is the black pepper bioperine extract is in this product, so it'll help with the absorption. And that's at the end of the list. All right, Peractin. This is another one of those patented names. It is a PPAR gamma agonist, which turns off certain inflammatory proteins. So we have certain inflammatory proteins that are released in response to inflammation. This is going to help shut those off. So that's, you're essentially blunting some of the inflammatory response with this ingredient. There's 250 milligrams here. So we'll move on to vitamin C. Now, this isn't a super novel ingredient, obviously, but what a lot of people don't realize is vitamin C, and in this product we have 250 milligrams, is actually involved in synthesis of collagen and proteoglycans, which are both found in cartilage. So, formation of cartilage, for example, this vitamin C could potentially provide some benefit there. All right, move on. Next down the list is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is kind of a lubricating ingredient. That's found in joints, skin, nails, all kinds of different connective tissue. So when I mentioned the hair, skin, and nails benefit here too, you're going to get some of that secondary from the hyaluronic acid. You're looking at 200 milligrams in the product, okay? Couple more on the list here. Next is a UC2 collagen. This is, okay, so you'll see different types of collagen, like the hydrolyzed collagen proteins. That's not necessarily the same. This is a lot more efficient. You need less of a dose. You're only looking at 40 milligrams here, where, if you're taking a hydrolyzed collagen, it might be 10, 20, 30 grams. Okay, so we're looking at a 40 milligram dose. This is a standardized UC2 form, 40 milligrams, typically used for treatment of like RA, for example, and osteoarthritis. So pretty cool ingredient that's been popping up in some products. There's a couple different forms of it. This is typically one of the most effective forms, the UC2. So that's why that's in this product. Two more on the list. We have the bioperine, which I already mentioned. It's simply an absorption catalyst. It's found in a lot of the products. It's just going to help things absorb better. Some of the products we also use estrogen, for example, which estrogen is another absorption catalyst, helps shuttle in vitamins, minerals, amino acids, glucose, things like that. So you might see that pop up, and that's typically why it's in the product. So it just makes everything work better, especially things like the curcumin that kind of need that absorption catalyst to be more effective. So last one on the list is biotin. That is a B vitamin. A lot of people with joint pain issues or joint issues are potentially deficient in biotin, so that's why it's added to the product. It is a water-soluble vitamin, so worst case scenario, you just excrete it if you get too much. 2.5 milligrams here. So that's the whole breakdown of Orthogen, guys. You can find that on morphogennutrition.com. Of course, you can use my code DATA4 at checkout for a discount. Yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll link everything up below so you can find the product and find all the information on the website.